What's up, anyone on YouTube that is watching this? My name is Aubrey. I am 24 years old and I am pregnant. And I have to say, I have gone through the mostest to get to where I'm at, and I'm exhausted. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to make this video because I've been through a lot in my life, and I like being pregnant right now is a really good thing for me. Actually, it's changing my life, and I was kind of on a bad path where I didn't know really what I was doing, and kind of got so serious to the point where I think I could have died. It was just really bad. But anyway, I found out I was pregnant in December, and I had actually gone to the emergency room, and in December, like kind of like the beginning of December a little bit, and I went to the emergency room because I was having a really bad anxiety attack from coming off of cocaine, and I thought I was dying, and so it was just really messy. I had to go to the emergency room, and I told them, and I'm so shameful. I was just like, I think that I'm pregnant, and they were just like, why would you do this to your body? Like, why would you do drugs if you think you're pregnant? And I'm just like, I was just like, please just tell me, you know? So they took not a drug test, I'm sorry, they took a pregnancy test, a blood test, and it came back negative. And like in the back of my mind, I had this feeling, I was like, I know I'm pregnant. Like, I know I am, like, because, I mean, my boobs were really hurting, and like, I just felt it, I really did. And then, about a week later, I kept telling my ex-boyfriend that I was with at the time, the baby's father, I kept telling him, I was like, I really think I'm pregnant, and he kind of just looked at me in my eyes and like knew like this is real. So we bought a pregnancy test, and I remember taking it in the bathroom and just sitting there, and I just watched the plus sign, the 2 lines go by, and I was like, oh my God. And so I told him, I was like, Brian, come here, like, it's positive. And from then on, I really knew like my whole life was gonna change. Like, I just knew everything, like, this is a game changer. Like, I knew shit was going down. Because I'd lived in an apartment that was in a basement apartment. It was just with 2 guys, my boyfriend at the time, and his friend who hated me. And it was just a really, really uncomfortable situation. Like, I just was in such a dark place in my life, and I knew from then everything was going to change. And everything really did. From then on, really, it's kind of where I stopped, or me and my boyfriend kind of ended things. It was right around that time, which sounds bad, and it really was, but we were, even in our relationship, we never really got along that well. We just kind of were together because we were like drinking buddies. We just drank all the time and partied a lot, and kind of didn't really know each other sober. So it's like, I don't know, maybe we just weren't meant to be. And anyway, he actually ended up going to Hawaii randomly. I guess you could say cold feet, you know. He just went to Hawaii. I was trying to get a hold of him so I could get my stuff out of his apartment and move into my mom's, you know, because I was having panic attacks like all the time, like probably from not drinking, kind of having withdrawal symptoms a little bit. So I was trying to take care of myself and live with my mom. But anyway, I was trying to get my stuff back, and no one was answering. His roommate wasn't, he wasn't. I was like, what the heck is going on? So I was like threatening. I was like, do I need to get the police involved, like, so I can just get my stuff? I was literally living in sweats and a t-shirt for like 9 days. And I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm trying to be chill about this. I know he's like scared because, you know, this is pregnancy, right? But I got to a point where I was like, you know, I need my shit now. So he ended up texting me back after I've sent him like 20 million texts, and he said, I'm not in the state. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not in the state? Like, where are you? And he wouldn't tell me where he went, like, for a long time. I assumed he went to, like, California or Nevada, because, Las Vegas, like, I assumed he would have had to go on to those, one of those places. And, yeah, so he wasn't texting me back at all. He stood me up on New Year's Eve. I got all ready. Waited for him like an idiot. Like, my mom just, like, the look on her face, just so sad because she knew I felt like shit. So, but yeah, he stood me up, and when he finally returned, we were just like on really bad terms. We just like were not talking, and finally he told me he went to Hawaii. He went to Hawaii, like, of all places, like, and I was just so fucking hurt that he even went to Hawaii. Just like, I know I shouldn't be, but like, we never ever traveled together when we were dating, and that was something that I really wanted to do with him, was just travel. Like, that was important to me. And so when he went to Hawaii, I was just like, you never wanted to take me to Hawaii. And he told me he went with his friend, Billy, that's a guy, and like, who goes to Hawaii with another dude? But like, I don't know, it didn't really matter, because I mean, we broke up. So pretty much I was just 6 weeks pregnant. I'm alone, like, miserably alone, like, not hanging out with any friends because, they're party friends, and I kind of had like an addiction, to alcohol, so I just needed to like be away from people. But I was alone and pregnant, didn't have a job, like, really, really sad. Like, if I wasn't pregnant, I don't know, like, I was so depressed, like, and I know it's from the hormones as well, but like, I didn't get any really nausea or anything. I just got really severe depression. And so I didn't even know, like, do I want to even keep this baby? Because, I mean, I was so depressed. I was like, how am I supposed to raise a child when I can't even get out of bed, I'm like, maybe, and I'm adopted, so I'm like, maybe this is the best thing I can do, is like look into adoption. So I did look into it, and I went and had my first ultrasound. I didn't have insurance at the time, but I just went to like this pregnancy resource center, which they're freaking amazing, like, such good people. A little religious, kind of like overly religious, but like, it just didn't matter to me. But so I went there and got my first ultrasound, and let me tell you guys, seeing that little like tiny dot on the ultrasound screen, it is a life-changing moment. Like, I could cry right now, because it just was absolutely amazing to see the baby on there. It's a girl, so sorry I said she, but yeah, her heart was beating. It's crazy how you can find a heartbeat in something that little. And so I knew from then on, I was like, I want to keep this baby. I mean, I still had adoption plans in my head, because I was like still very depressed, but that gave me like some light to really go on. So from then on, I just the pregnancy did get easier. It's gotten easier. I mean, I'm 21 weeks right now, so that's about like 5.5 months. But the pregnancy has gotten better. I've gotten stronger. I got on insurance. I got a job that I really like, and that actually they are really willing to work with me, and like being sick and whatnot. And I mean, as far as me and my relationship, we haven't gone back together, but something I've really, really struggled with is being pregnant and going through this breakup, because I'm not someone that can actually that like deals with breakups that well anyways. Like, I would usually turn to alcohol, like, to help with this, and I can't do that at all. So I pretty much just like kind of, it's been hard, and I know I've said mean things to him, but at the same time, he's pretty much taken the easy way out, like kind of been a shitty person. So, I mean, we're both stuck in this. Like, I don't feel stuck. Like I'm stuck. I feel like this is probably the biggest blessing in my life. Like, she's gonna be amazing. But we still talk, and it's really hard because we very much, I think we both feel like a deep connection to each other, but we won't let each other go, like, at all. Like, he won't let me go, I won't let him go, and we're just kind of going in a merry-go-round of this horrible cycle. But I'm really excited for my daughter, and I really would like to share my experience, and maybe so one day that she can watch it too, and just know how much I've really been through, just to, not to say that I'm like doing it for her and like this is like her fault, you know, but I just want her to see one day like that she changed my whole world, and that I'm willing to do anything to like be a better person, have a better life. But I'm really excited. Here's a little baby bump. I'm in bed right now because I'm freaking exhausted, and I really can't wait for her to come. She's due in August, so I'm really hoping she stays until in my stomach until then. So yeah, so I will probably be making another video here soon, just about how this whole process is going. My life has always been something that's been up, like just really up and down, like just a roller coaster ride. I have an interesting life, so I might be telling my backstory a little bit, just so you guys can get a clue of why I'm just kind of a fuck up right now. But yeah, so that's me, Aubrey.